Boxed Meals and Box Side Dishes by Alex Neff. So for the food products we did for this box food slideshow, I went to Kroger and got some rice, aroni chicken, Velveeta mac and cheese, Betty Crocker suddenly pasta, Skyline chili pasta, and Hamburger Helper cheeseburger macaroni mix, all from Kroger. And then going to Meijer, I got ramen noodles, Kraft mac and cheese, Hamburger Helper lasagna, Kraft stove top chicken mix, and some Totino's pizza rolls. Now comparing servings and cost of each item. You can tell for servings per container, it's relatively the same except for a few, like stove top chicken mix and lasagna are both 5 and 6, but for the most part, it's all 2s and 3s across the board. Cost per serving, these are all pretty cheap options, like Rice-A-Roni's 29 cents, outside of Skyline chili, which is $1.90 per serving, but that one only has 2 servings per container, and it's the most expensive option here at $3.79. Most of these options are relatively cheap overall. Most of them are around $1 to $2. Like I said, Skyline costs just under $4, but for the most part, it's all within $1 to about $2.99 to $3.79. Servings per container, it's Rice-A-Roni's at 3.5. You got ramen at 2, Kraft at 3, Velveeta mac and cheese at 3 as well. You have lasagna at 5. That's a Hamburger Helper lasagna. Stovetop suddenly pasta is a 4 servings per container. Stovetop chicken mix is the highest one that I looked at 6. Then you got pizza rolls and Skyline at 2.5 and 2. And Hamburger Helper, that is cheeseburger macaroni, which is also 5 servings per container. Then cost per serving, we'll just go down on the table. It's 29 cents for Rice-A-Roni, 65 cents for ramen. Kraft is 36. Velveeta is just under $1 at 99 cents. Lasagna is 20 cents, so it's you got suddenly pasta at 67 cents, stove top chicken at 35 cents, and then Totino's pizza rolls is 80 cents per serving. Skyline chili was $1.90, and Hamburger Helper is at 30 cents. And then we'll just finish off the table. Rice-A-Roni's $1, ramen noodles was about $1.30, Kraft $1.10, Velveeta just under 3 at $2.99, lasagna $1, suddenly pasta at $2.79 or $2.69, excuse me, stovetop chicken at $2.09, Totino's pizza rolls just under 2 at $1.99, Skyline chili, the most expensive one, at $3.79, and then Hamburger Helper cheeseburger macaroni is $1.50, which in my opinion is the healthiest option, which I'll explain later. And then just to compare some labels here, these are 2 of the options I looked into. It's a Rice-A-Roni chicken mix with a Hamburger Helper cheeseburger macaroni mix. As you can see, they're around the same calories. Rice-A-Roni gives you about 80 more calories than the Hamburger Helper does. And then just looking in more into it, neither one really high in fat or cholesterol. Both pretty low options there. Neither a significant amount in sodium. Rice-A-Roni is a little higher in carbs, giving you about 41 grams compared to Hamburger Helper only giving you 24 grams there. They both supply you with about 1 gram of fiber, and then neither are great protein sources. Rice-A-Roni being a little better at 5 grams compared to Hamburger Helper having very few protein. Neither tend to be high in the nutrient category either. Rice-A-Roni being 25% calcium, but then only 10% of your daily value of iron at 1.8, and then having no other vitamins. And Hamburger Helper has 4% of your daily value of iron, but containing little to no calcium and vitamin A. This is one of the biggest surprises to me, how most of these food products that I went and looked at contained very little nutrients. Some red flags that I noticed were a lot of these products were low in nutrients. Some of them contained some iron and a little vitamin A and calcium, but most of them were missing out on some key vitamins and minerals. Some of these products are also processed, which makes sense for some of the unknown ingredients that people won't be as familiar with. In my opinion, the healthiest option was the Hamburger Helper cheeseburger and macaroni mix. That was the healthiest option. It is processed, but it is low in sugars, and it does not contain nearly as many additional sugars. It is not a bad source of carbs, plus it is low in sugar. Compared to the other options, they are processed and contain more additional sugars than this option of Hamburger Helper cheeseburger macaroni. For college students, this is not a terrible option, as it is relatively one of the cheaper options that I looked into. It only cost $1.50 compared to the Skyline being the most expensive at $3.79. Only the options I looked into. But cost is not an issue for this product. And surprises, the nutrient compact was surprising to me, as well as the cost of some of these items. These were sides/meal mixes, and they were relatively cheap compared to other options in this category that you could also look into. Thanks.